Welcome to Stoic Mindset. Imagine transforming your relationships with the wisdom of ancient philosophers. Want to know how? Today, we're diving deep into how Stoicism can improve your connections with everyone around you. Stay tuned to discover powerful, timeless principles that can bring harmony and understanding into your relationships. First, allows in brief, recognize what Stoicism is. Stoicism is an ancient Greek philosophy based by way of Zeno of Citium inside the early 3rd century BCE. The core teachings of Stoicism revolve around the improvement of personal distinctive feature and wisdom, information what's inside I'll manipulate and what isn't, and keeping tranquility inside the face of lifestyles' demanding situations. The philosophy emphasizes rationality, self-discipline, and the significance of aligning one's will with nature. A key Stoic precept is the dichotomy of control. This idea teaches that we have to recognition only on what we can manipulate, our mind, movements, and responses, and take delivery of what we can't manipulate, together with other people's actions and external occasions. By applying this precept to our relationships, we will lessen frustration and improve our interactions with others. When we stop trying to control or exchange others and alternatively focus on our personal conduct, we create a more high quality and harmonious dynamic. For instance, in a courting, we regularly want that our accomplice could change certain behaviors or attitudes to better align with our alternatives. This desire for control can lead to consistent nagging, arguments, and disappointment. By embracing the dichotomy of manipulate, we understand that we cannot change some other individual's conduct directly. Instead, we will alternate how we reply to their behavior. We can communicate our emotions frivolously and simply, set limitations if vital, and pick out how we react emotionally. This shift in attention from controlling others to controlling ourselves can cause a greater peaceful and respectful dating dynamic. It empowers us to take responsibility for our personal moves and feelings, lowering the strain and war that arises from trying to control someone else's behavior. Another critical Stoic idea is the practice of empathy and information. Stoics believe that we ought to strive to apprehend others' perspectives and treat them with kindness and recognize. This technique fosters deeper connections and decreases conflicts. By working towards empathy, we acknowledge that everyone is combating their own battles and that their actions are prompted by their circumstances and inner struggles. This information permits us to respond with compassion instead of judgment. In exercise, empathy includes actively listening to others and looking to see the world through their eyes. When someone we care approximately is disappointed or irritated, as opposed to reacting defensively or dismissively, we're able to take a moment to understand their point of view. What may they be experiencing this is inflicting them misery? How would possibly their beyond reports and current demanding situations be influencing their behavior? By asking ourselves these questions, we can cultivate a deeper information and respond with empathy. This doesn't suggest we must agree with their perspective, but it does suggest that we acknowledge their emotions and validate their experience. Empathy also includes spotting our shared humanity. Stoics teach that we're all part of a bigger whole, interconnected and interdependent. By seeing ourselves in others, we can develop a sense of solidarity and compassion. This perspective helps us to be more patient and forgiving when others make mistakes or behave in ways that we find challenging. We understand that, just like us, they are doing their best with the tools and knowledge they have. Additionally, practicing empathy can transform conflicts into opportunities for connection and growth. When disagreements arise, instead of viewing them as adversarial, we can approach them with a mindset of curiosity and openness. What can we learn about the other person through this conflict? How can we use this opportunity to strengthen our relationship and improve our communication? By framing conflicts in this way, we can turn potential sources of division into moments of understanding and collaboration. Stoicism also teaches the importance of clear and rational communication. Misunderstandings and conflicts often arise from poor communication. By being mindful of how we express ourselves and by listening actively to others, we can prevent many issues before they escalate. Stoics advocate for honesty and directness, but also for tact and consideration of others' feelings. This balanced approach helps to build trust and mutual respect in relationships. One practical Stoic exercise to improve relationships is the premeditatio malorum, or the premeditation of evils. This practice involves contemplating potential challenges and setbacks in advance. By mentally preparing for possible difficulties in our interactions with others, we can approach these situations with greater calm and resilience. For instance, before a potentially difficult conversation, imagine various scenarios and how you might respond in a composed and constructive manner. Another valuable Stoic exercise is journaling. Reflecting on your interactions and emotions through writing can provide clarity and insight. Take time each day to journal about your relationships, noting any conflicts, misunderstandings, or moments of connection. Analyze these experiences from a Stoic perspective, considering what was within your control and how you could have responded differently. This practice helps you to learn and grow from your experiences, leading to more thoughtful and intentional interactions in the future. Gratitude is a cornerstone of Stoic practice that can greatly enhance relationships. Regularly acknowledging and appreciating the positive aspects of your relationships fosters a sense of contentment and reduces the focus on negative aspects. Expressing gratitude towards others also strengthens bonds and encourages reciprocation. Simple acts of appreciation, like thanking a friend for their support or acknowledging a partner's efforts, can have a profound impact on the quality of your relationships. Stoicism teaches us to view challenges as opportunities for growth. When conflicts arise in relationships, instead of seeing them as negative events, we can reframe them as chances to practice patience, understanding, and forgiveness. This mindset shift allows us to approach difficulties with a constructive attitude, seeking solutions rather than dwelling on problems. By viewing challenges as learning experiences, we can strengthen our relationships and become better, more resilient individuals. Forgiveness is another important Stoic virtue that plays a crucial role in relationships. Holding on to grudges and resentments only harms us and hinders our relationships. Stoicism encourages us to let go of past hurts and to forgive others, recognizing that everyone makes mistakes and that we, too, seek forgiveness at times. By practicing forgiveness, we free ourselves from negative emotions and create space for healing and reconciliation in our relationships. Patience is a Stoic quality that is essential in maintaining healthy relationships. People are imperfect, and relationships can be challenging. Cultivating patience allows us to navigate these challenges with grace and understanding. When we encounter frustrating situations or behaviors, practicing patience helps us to respond calmly and constructively rather than reacting impulsively. This patience not only benefits our relationships, but also contributes to our own peace of mind. A significant aspect of Stoicism is the focus on personal responsibility. Instead of blaming others for our problems, Stoics teach us to look inward and take responsibility for our own actions and emotions. This self-accountability is empowering and transformative in relationships. By recognizing our role in conflicts and taking steps to improve ourselves, we set a positive example and inspire others to do the same. This approach fosters mutual respect and cooperation. Another powerful Stoic principle is the idea of living in accordance with nature. This means recognizing and accepting the natural order of things, including the fact that people have different perspectives, desires, and behaviors. By accepting people as they are and not as we wish them to be, we can reduce unnecessary stress and create more harmonious relationships. This acceptance does not mean condoning harmful behavior, but rather understanding and navigating differences with wisdom and compassion. Emotional resilience is a key benefit of practicing Stoicism in relationships. Stoic philosophy teaches us to remain calm and composed, regardless of external circumstances. This emotional stability is particularly valuable in relationships, where emotional ups and downs are common. By developing resilience, we can better manage our reactions and maintain our equilibrium, even in challenging situations. This stability creates a safe and supportive environment for our relationships to thrive. The Stoic practice of mindful detachment can also enhance relationships. This does not mean being indifferent or aloof, but rather maintaining a healthy perspective and not becoming overly attached to specific outcomes. By practicing detachment, we can engage fully in our relationships while remaining centered and balanced. This helps us to avoid unnecessary drama and emotional turmoil, allowing for more genuine and stable connections. Thank you for joining us on Stoic Mindset. Remember, the journey to better relationships starts with you. By applying the wisdom of Stoicism, you can become a better friend, partner, and member of your community.